the happy world of 5FM Radio, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good morning. With the news at 6:15, my name is Judith Mwape. The headlines. Dragging of the PF to court by party member SAMPA to serve as lesson to other political parties. Operation Young Vote questions the delay in enactment of Access to Information Bill. Hospital strikes continue in Central African Republic. And now the news in detail. A political analyst, Alex Ngoma, says the dragging of the Opposition Patriotic Front to court by member SAMPA should serve as a lesson to other parties that members can take their grievances to court and be heard. On Thursday, Lusaka High Court Judge Timothy Katanekwa granted Patriotic Front presidential candidate SAMPA an interim injunction halting his suspension from the party pending the hearing of a court case. Dr. Ngoma says, therefore, political party members should be careful in the manner they treat each other, especially with regards to party members. He has, however, regretted that matters had to go to court because it has a big dent for the opposition party.
The first one is that this should serve as a lesson to all the political parties that it is possible for a member to take matters concerning the party to court, and the court can hear the case. Okay? They should not take everything for granted, so they have to be careful in the way they treat each other. Secondly, I think that it is unfortunate that matters have to go that way, because that is a big dent in the name of the party, the Patriotic Front. Thirdly, this is going to affect a lot of things, I think, including much awaited party president elections.
Operation Young Vote Executive Director Ges Nyirenda has challenged the government to give fundamental rationale and reason for intending to table the Access to Information Bill in June as opposed to February as earlier indicated. Information and Media Minister Chushi Kasanda recently said that Cabinet agreed to the roadmap leading to the enactment of the Access to Information Bill by June. But Mr. Nyirenda says there is no need to procrastinate the tabling of the Access to Information Bill in any way if there is no reasonable justification. He says the delayment to table the bill entails that government continues to deny citizens their right to information.
Government must also realize that the Access to Information law will help to prevent corruption. The fight against corruption will easily be won if the access to information is given. But if they continue to procrastinate, then they are even postponing the fight against corruption, as it were.
Some Lusaka small and medium entrepreneurs have appealed to the Lusaka City Council to quickly address the issues of drainage in the central business district as it compromises businesses. They said improving the drainage system will create a conducive environment for business during the rainy season. Those spoken to by 5FM News have said the poor drainage system has disrupted business in recent days. The residents said that the situation is posing a threat with the outbreak of cholera in some parts of the country.
The poor drainage system in the CBD has affected many business owners because when you move around, it's like there is so much water. You know how customers are. Not all customers who pass through have cars. People have to step in the man's lane and Vadot. And then looking at how the country's cholera cases are increasing, it's not safe. I feel they need to put more drainages because the drainage system is so poor. It's really bad and it's been affecting the business so much.
Drainage. Otherwise, ingabasa munana pamie sofo palipanganda tiba mfano rusi. kale nga twalikala kung'ande twalaipa yabana n'ensala so tulayabukamu n'ekifirafi.
Yeah, we are struggling a lot. My drainage yanafwasa, so manzi samaye ntiyange no my drainage because my drainage yanafwasa. So this is the challenge that we are having. Drainage they are there, but because yanafwasa kuliacha my drainage amina nafwasa, then they send people then mafasura my drainage so that manzi akazieni.
Some residents of Kaunda Square Stage 2 have expressed concern that despite SESCO announcing an end to load shedding, some areas within the community are experiencing blackouts. They added that load shedding has affected them negatively by spending so much money on appliances and charcoal during the times it was active. They have further urged technocrats in government to ensure that the public is correctly informed about future development in the energy sector. Meanwhile, the residents have expressed happiness over the announcement and are happy that it has ended.
The people who made that ministerial statement, he should just do his personal investigation. He can still go around and check and see what is going on. After all, if there is no load shedding, we will be happy, I can tell you. But why should we still be saying there is load shedding when it is not there? The fact is it's not there. That's why we are saying there is load shedding. And many other Zambians will still tell you this fact. So they should no longer be fooling us. We know what they are talking about.
Business-wise, it has affected that we've got to make a lot of expenses buying fuel because we need to run on the genset. So that has impacted us negatively. Personally, I think it has affected us in a sense that we have to go an extra mile in terms of spending. Because for us who didn't have the braziers, we've got to buy the brazier and then the charcoal and the time that it takes for you to do all that thing. It's hectic.
Economist Neo Kabwita has urged the Bank of Zambia to maintain the monetary policy rate following the recent increase in the statutory reserve ratio. Recently, the Bank of Zambia announced that with effect from Monday, February 13, 2023, the minimum statutory reserve ratio, both on local and foreign currency deposits, including government deposits, will be increased by 2.5% to 11.5% from the current 9.0%. Speaking in an interview with 5FM News, Mr. Kabwita says the Bank of Zambia cannot adjust the monetary policy rate because interventions which are made by the central bank are just short-term, and when they put in a measure, they always observe for a period of 3 to 6 months to see its impact before any adjustment is made. He says if the monetary policy rate is adjusted, there will be a lot of ripple effects in the economy, which will be very unbearable for the country.
They can't again move into adjusting the monetary policy rate. They can't. That monetary policy rate has been maintained for the past, I think, 1 year. If you've been following, they have not made any adjustments to it. So if they did any adjustments to it, there will be a lot of ripple effects in the economy that it will be very, very unbearable for you and me who are at the grassroots.
Dragging of the PF to court by party member Mouse SAMPA to serve as lesson to other political parties. Operation Young Vote questions the delay in enactment of Access to Information Bill. Hospital strikes continue in Central African Republic. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Remember to abide by all the COVID-19 health measures and get vaccinated. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. I'm Judith Mope. Good morning.